Welcome to the Mando-Bros. Before we start our battle report, quick scoring update for the season. Delta won the first 3 in a row, and now I'm on a little bit of a comeback. I've won 2 in a row, so let's see if we can keep this rolling. Team Tao. Well, today we rolled. I got first player, and then I drew recon enemy positions on shifting priorities. So I deployed first. I deployed Luminara, then Captain Rex, and then the ARF clone troopers.
And I deployed Mother Talzin, Savage Opress, and the Night Sister Acolytes.
Then I deployed Darth Vader Emperor Servant, and then the Stormtrooper Sergeant, and the Stormtroopers.
And then I deployed Asajj Ventress, Kraken, and the B2 battle droids.
All right, let's get crack-a-lackin'. First card, I'll get the ARF troopers. I think I'm going to spend a force, put them in reserve. Let's not try to get our sports killed just yet. And we'll get the Sergeant. That's a little better. With the Stormtrooper Sergeant, we're going to go ahead and let these Stormtroopers advance.
And does he have his blinker on?
Yeah, he does. They'll take a damage for it, but we're just going to get them up on this ingress. Get up here. He'll do the same. I guess that's as far as he can go. Then we'll go ahead and... Oh boy. Actually, I'm glad I looked at something. Okay, he's still within 2. That's good. We get too crazy and none of them get the point. Then we're going to take cover just enough to be within 2 of that. That'll get us there. And he'll get a hunker. That'll be it. At the end of that, I'll have Objective 1, where the Stormtroopers are. Objective 2, where the Sergeant just went. He will have Objective 5, but we won't score. It's the first turn.
For my first activation, we'll get Angry Man himself, Savage Opress.
Great.
I'm going to go ahead and do a copycat move and put him in reserve and get the B2s. With the B2s, we're going to go ahead and pay a force for Relentless Advance. Each character in this unit's going to dash. So this guy's going to go over here. This guy's going to trot along here.
B2s don't know how to trot.
Then we will take an advance. With the advance, we're going to get this guy right over top that point. And this guy's going to get to this ladder right here, which will put him up there. Move him over mile 1. Then they will take cover. So this guy back here is going to stay there, and that guy's going to stay there. They're going to get a hunker, and that will be their turn. I now control objectives number 3, 4, and 5. So I'll move it 3 to my side, put it in the 3 position on my side.
Well, there's no Grievous. I can't do that.
Nope, you can't.
All right, let's draw and see what we get. Shatterpoint. With Luminara, we're going to go ahead and do spend a force for the sprint.
I hear that train rolling.
Just go on there. And then we're going to attack the B2s there.
And they will lose their hunker for being in melee.
Yeah, get that get out of here. All right, Luminara's on her Form 2 Makashi side. She gets 7. We're not getting a wound here. 3 misses, a crit, 2 hits, and an expertise.
B2s get 3 dice. 1 fail, 1 expertise, and 1 block.
1 expertise is a crit and a hit.
And I get 1 block.
So we're getting 3. Well, that was not a good start. The reposition. She's just moving slight. and a damage, which they have protection, so get rid of that one. Then 2 damage, a shove and a damage. He positioned him in a good spot, so you know, bam, good job. They hit the wall. So total of 3 damage, no conditions or anything. At the end of that, I'll have objectives 1 and 2. Move it 2 towards my side, put it in the 1 on his side, I get a momentum.
For my next activation, we'll get Mama. At the start of Mother Talzin's turn, with Obscuring Shadows, we're going to move this person up here. But we are not going to use that ingress point.
She has a name.
That one doesn't.
Yeah, it's Deborah.
Oh, I never personally met her. And then Mother is going to make an advance. We want her to be in a decent position to where she can kind of universally do things like that.
Oh, good job. Is that your new thing?
Apparently. And then she will take cover and get a hunker. At the end of that, not a whole lot happened. We still control points number 3, 4, and 5, so we'll move it 3 to my side, put in the 4 position on my side.
It's not looking good for me. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the ARFs out of reserve. All right, we desperately need to take one of these points back.
Nah, you don't.
We kind of do. Well, not take it back. I guess we need to take it.
You never had it to begin with.
I know. So we're gonna spend a force for defensive maneuver. The ARFs there. And he's gonna move up. Oh, should get us in range. 5. Yep, both of them. We're gonna take a focus, fire on the B2s. All right, they got a hunker for that defensive maneuver. We took a focus. They normally get 7, now they get 8 for the first one. All right, 3 misses, 3 hits, 2 expertise.
We get 4 dice. 1 fail and 3 blocks.
Okay. 2 expertise is 1 hit. Man, they're good.
So you'll do 1 on the tree.
Which is a pinned and a damage, which you have protection, so you get a pinned.
Yay!
All right, well, I think we're kind of screwed now. Well, let's do another one for fun.
That was
2 misses.
not as many fails.
5 hits and an expertise.
1 block and 3 expertise.
1 expertise is, again, 1 hit.
And I get 2 blocks.
3. So, you get 3.
All right.
Which is not going to do much. 3 on the tree. Pinned to damage, which the pinned, he'll take a damage. The damage on there, he has protection. And a shove of damage. We'll shove him up against that building some more. We're bullies, I guess. And an exposed and a damage. So total of 3 damage with an exposed on there.
You're so kind.
Not a lot. Well, at the end of that, we still only have objectives 1 and 2. We'll move it 2 towards my side, put the 2 on his side, and I'll get a momentum.
For my next activation, I'm going to go ahead and use Savage Oppress. We're going to take Savage, get him up here to try and get this point. And the way we're going to do this, we're going to spend a force for Furious Rush. He's going to make a dash. He's not injured or wounded or anything, so he doesn't get anything extra. We'll take an advance. Which will put him way up here. Within melee of Mr. Stormtrooper Sergeant. He's going to make an attack on the Stormtrooper Sergeant. And the Night Sister Acolytes we measured are within 5, so he will get an exposed. Savage gets 7 dice. 1, 2 fails, 1 crit, 2 hits, and 2 expertise.
Sergeant gets 5 with an exposed. Okay. It's like I'm back to rolling off fails. 1 block.
I get a crit and a damage.
I get a block.
So you block 1, and we'll do 3 on the tree.
And I lost my hunker.
3 on the tree. 2 damage, an exposed into damage, and a strain into damage. And then since he wounded somebody, or not wounded somebody, he did damage to somebody, life drain would happen with Mother Talzin, but there's nobody to heal, there's nothing to heal, so. And we do not take that point. Move on to scoring. I control the same objectives I controlled since the beginning of the game, 3, 4, and 5. We'll move 3 towards my side, put the 5 position on my side.
Draw my next card. I'll get Luminara. At the start of Luminara's turn, we're just going to go ahead and make an attack on the B2s for right now. See what happens. With Luminara, we're still on the Form 2 Makashi side. We get 7 dice. Still can't find a crit.
Oh, you should go to the crit store.
Oh, probably. No fails, though. That's good. 5 hits, 2 expertise.
I have an exposed and a pinned. 3 dice, so 1 block.
2 expertise is a crit and a hit. There's that crit. Hey, I found it. I didn't have to go to the store.
Block 1 out.
We're doing 6. With Luminara, we're going to run the tree. Do a reposition and a damage. They have protection on that 1 damage. Her reposition. She's going to come over here. And then we'll do, stick to the bottom, we'll do 2 damage. That'll wound the B2s. A shove and a damage. Boink. Then we'll go up top for a jump and a damage. Just gonna jump up here. And then a shove and 2 damage. And boink. Good job. And then with Luminara's Flow of the Force, when I wound an enemy unit, a friendly, one allied character may dash. I'm gonna go ahead and dash in here to be within 2 of that.
And then since he wounded my B2s, Mother is going to make a dash and a 5 dice attack targeting that enemy character, which will be Luminara. We're going to dash this way to where we're within range of that. Now you can't really see it, but within range of that. And then make a 5 dice attack against Luminara. 5 dice. No fails, 2 hits,
You
and
gotta
1
have
crit.
that crit in there.
Of course I do.
I also get 5 dice on her Form 2 Makashi. Alright. Fail, a block, and 3 expertise.
I get a crit and a hit.
That's not looking good. 3 gives me 2 blocks.
So you block out these 3, and we'll do 2 on the tree. We're going to do a shove and 2 damage, and then another shove and another damage. So for the first shove, it'll put Luminara on this side. We'll bring Mother just up a hair. No, we'll leave Mother back a little bit, because we need to keep this point. And then move Luminara even further out. Make sure she's not within 2 of that anymore. I can't really tell.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, that sucked. At the end of that, I have objective 1 and 4 now, and move a 2 towards my side, putting the 3 on his side. I'll get a momentum for that, and I'll get a momentum for wounding the B2s.
For my next activation, we get Ventress. With Ventress, we're going to pay a force, do Dathomirian Dexterity. Get right up here. Then we will take a normal advance, see how far this gets us. So right here. I don't believe that's within 2 for combat, for melee.
Nope.
So I'll have to do another force, so I can get just a little bit closer. Because my plan is to wound the ARFs and take this point, and that should win me the struggle. Ventress gets 8 dice on her Jarkai side. Let's hope we can do this. 1 fail, 1 crit, and a lot of expertise. 5, 6.
All right. I get 4 dice because I'm awesome. I'll get 3 blocks and a expertise.
I'll get 2 crits and a hit. That hurts.
1 expertise is a block that I don't need because, you know, I'll use these 4 to block the 1. How about that?
That works. So we get 3 on the tree. That is unfortunate. Well, that didn't work like we wanted it to. So we're just going to go on the bottom. We're going to give them a strain into damage, a disarmed into damage, and an exposed into damage. I control points numbers 2, 3, and 5. I'll move a 3 to my side, put it in a 6 on my side.
I'll draw my next card. I will get Vader.
All
right, with Vader, you don't know the power of the dark side. I'm going to go ahead and refresh a force. And I'm going to use that force for anger, hate, and aggression. So I can dash.
Why are you so angry?
He just is.
Who's angrier, him or Savage?
Vader.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems pretty calm and collected during some of the movies.
Well, his
Savage is always angry during everything.
his tights are a little tight, so, you know.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
We're just going to take that objective. At the end of that, I'll have objectives 1, 3, and 4. Move it 3 towards my side, put the 3 on his side. I'll get a momentum, and then I'm going to shuffle Vader back into my deck.
For my next activation, I'll get the Night Sisters. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to go ahead and pay my last force to reserve them and get Kraken. With Do Not Let Them Escape, I don't want to move my B2s anywhere. It's not going to do me any good to move them. So instead, because they're wounded and they can't take any points, so instead we're going to take an advance. We are within 5 there to shoot the RF troopers. Let's hope we can wound them and take that point right there with Ventress. Okay, Kraken gets 7 dice. 2 fails, 3 hits, and 2 expertise.
I get 4 dice with a crap ton of conditions. They'll fail. 2 blocks.
I get a crit. And not 1, but 2 hits.
What?
So you block 2, and we'll do 4 on the tree.
That'll wound them.
Do they have a pin yet?
No, they're about to.
Yeah, they're about to. We get 4 on the tree with Cranky Kraken. So we'll start by giving them a pin and a damage, then a shove and 2 damage, then 2 damage, and another shove. So with the shoves, we're gonna first push 1 back so that we can press ahead. So that he'll just push back against his friend so that he will press ahead. And that'll be the end of his turn.
With Luminara's Flow of the Force, an allied character gets to heal 3. We'll go ahead and the Sergeant, he's going to take the Strain, the Exposed, and he'll heal 1, so he'll be at 4.
I now control objectives 2, 4, and 5. So I'll move 3 to my side, put it in a 6, and I'll get a momentum for wounding the ARFs.
Go ahead and draw my next card. I'll get Rex.
Rex.
Well, at this point, I might be just delaying the inevitable, but I'm not giving up. Team Tau, baby. We're spending a force. We're putting Rex in reserve. We'll see what we get next. We will get Vader. At the start of Vader's turn, we're going to go ahead and refresh a force, and then we're going to go ahead and pay that force for anger, hate, aggression. Move him down here. We're going to make an advance. Let's see. Looks like he's within 2 there. Can I hit Kraken from there? I can. We'll go ahead and fire on Kraken from there. I get 3 extra dice, so I'll get 8 for ranged. Then I'll probably get an exposed.
I hope you do. Then I'll f***ing come over there and I'll use the B2s, wound your ass, teach you a lesson.
Okay. All right, Vader gets 5 for ranged. On his form 5 Shien side. He gets 3 extra dice for the anger, hate, aggression. 1 fail, 2 crits, 4 hits, and an expertise.
Kraken gets 4. 3 blocks and an expertise.
1 expertise is a crit and a damage.
I get a block.
So you're blocking those 4?
Yep.
Taking 3. That's supposed to be a crit. All right, 3 on the tree. We're gonna do shove and 2 damage. She's just gonna butt up Ventress.
Yes, protection and steadfast.
Oh, okay. Then he won't. So you'll just get 1 damage there then for the protection, no shove. Then we'll do a pinned and a damage, and then a shove and a damage. So now we'll shove you. And Vader does get an exposed after that because he had a miss.
There, good job. You took that point and exposed Vader.
Thanks.
Good job.
At the end of that, I'll have objectives 1, 3, and 5. Move it 3 towards my side, put the 3 on his side, and I'll gain a momentum. I'll shuffle Vader back into my deck.
My next activation, I'll get the Shatterpoint card. I'm going to choose the B2s to be my Shatterpoint activation. They're going to flip from wounded to injured and remove the pin from them. And then we'll take a slight movement action. It's just going to put this guy over here so he has range on Sergeant down there, and these guys have range on Vader. So we'll go ahead and make an attack on them. Hopefully we can wound Sergeant to try and win this struggle and crush this cockroach that there is. Alright, first we're going to make an attack on the Sergeant, because that's going to make or break this whole situation right here, whether I can win this struggle and get it over with, or if we have to go another round. So,
come on, another round.
The B2s get 6 dice. You get 1 fail. I don't know what is with all these expertise today. 4 expertise and 1 hit.
Sergeant gets 5. A fail, 2 blocks, 2 expertise.
You know what these convert to? 2 damage.
All right. 2 expertise is 1 block. So he did 2 damage to him.
Yeah. Next, we'll fire on Vader. Where was this last hit? 2 crits, 1 fail, 2 hits, and 1 expertise.
Only one of the B2s knows how to shoot.
Apparently.
Vader has an exposed with 6. 3 fails, 3 blocks.
So you'll get 1 damage from this.
Block out 2, and 2 crits come through.
Shove into damage and 2 damage. For the shove, it's just gonna put Vader against that. Big whoop. I control points 2, 3, and 4. Put on the 6 on my side.
Alright, my next card. I'll get the Stormtroopers. With the Stormtroopers, we're gonna go ahead and do their assault tactics for a force. You're gonna dash. Take a damage so they can get a free focus. And then they're gonna advance. Just gonna move here and here. And then they're both gonna attack Savage down below. All right, the Stormtroopers, they get 5, and then they got the free focus for 6. And then the
Sharpshooter 1.
Sharpshooter 1, and then the coordinated offensive gives them another one, so they're at 8. We'll do the first attack. 2 fails, a crit, and 5 hits.
Savage gets 4. 1 fail, 1 block, and 2 expertise. With the 2 expertise, I get a block and a jump.
Yeah, I figured that.
So I'll block 2 out. Do 4 on the
4. 4 on the tree. we're gonna do a damage, which you have protection, right?
And steadfast.
And steadfast, so that one won't do anything. Then we'll do a strained and a damage, a shove and a damage, which he has steadfast, so the shove won't do anything. And then exposed and a damage. And then
I'm gonna jump. It's just gonna put him in a weird position to where he's just straight up here.
then you lose that strain and take 3.
Yep.
We'll do the next attack with an exposed. All right, 8 dice again. Crit, 3 expertise, and 4 hits.
4 with an exposed. 1 block.
2 expertise. Well, he's in melee now, so is a hit and a damage. Oh, 3 expert. I had 3 expertise, but yeah, they only have 2+, so.
Yep.
So blocking one of those out.
Doing 5 on the tree.
On their tree, we're gonna do a damage, a strained and a damage, a shove a damage, a disarmed a damage, 2 more damage, which he has protection on one of the damages, and then he has steadfast, so the shove won't go through. That should wound him, and then we'll take that objective. After I wounded Savage, Luminar is gonna take a dash, climb up here.
And then Mother down here, since her son got wounded, she's going to take a slight dash here. And then she's going to attack the stormtroopers with a 5 dice attack. Mother gets 5. 2 fails, 2 expertise, and 1 hit.
I get 5. 3 fails, a block, and an expertise.
I get a crit and hit.
I get a block.
So we'll do 1 on the tree, which is a shove and 2 damage. For the shove, it's this guy. He's just going to bump up against his friend. And that's it, because I don't want to move Mother.
At the end of that, I'll have objectives 1, 2, and 5. And I'll gain a momentum for wounding them, and I'll be full on momentum. It's on the 3 on his side.
For my last activation, I'll do the Night Sisters. With the Night Sisters, for their first action, they're going to take an advance. So this one's going to climb up here. And this one's going to get the ingress point to be right there. And then they will take an attack. This one will be melee, and then this one will be ranged. The Night Sisters get 5 for melee. Do 1 fail, 2 hits, and 2 expertise.
I will get 4. 3 fails and an expertise. That's fun.
I get a hit and a damage.
I got a block.
So we'll do 2 on the tree. So they got a pin and a damage, and then a shove and a damage. The shove isn't going to really get them anywhere because it'll just bump up against his friend. And then the ranged one gets 2 additional dice because they're in melee with Savage. So they get 8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails, 1 crit, 1 hit, and 1 expertise.
I get 5 dice. I'll keep rolling fails, I guess.
I'm in the same club as you.
3 fails, a block, and an expertise. Oh,
With the expertise, I just get a hit.
I get a block,
So we'll do 1 on the tree, which is a pin and a damage.
which is 2 damage, which will wound them. With Luminar's Flow of the Force, we're going to go ahead and heal 3 from the Sergeant. So we'll take them from 6 down to 3.
I now control objectives 2, 3, and 4. And I'll get a momentum for wounding the stormtroopers. Move it 3 to my side, putting it in the 7, so I'll win the struggle.
Well, I tried, but failed, so I draw the next card. I got We've Been Double Crossed, and I chose the bottom one. Roll for priority. It's the failed. Draw my next card, and I'll get Vader. The start of Vader's turn, you don't know the power of the dark side, we're going to go ahead and take 2 damage off of him to put him at 1, refresh your force. We're going to advance. here. And then we're just gonna, now we'll take cover to here. We'll take that objective. Looking at it, I was in range 4 of Mother, so we're not gonna take cover. We're gonna go ahead and do a range attack on Mother. We'll get 5. 1 fail, 4 hits.
Mother gets 7. 3 fails, 3 blocks, and an expertise. The expertise is a block, so we'll block it all out.
Yep, that was fun. At the end of that, I'll have the failed objective, and he'll have the block objective. So I'll score 2 to my 2, and I'll move it 2 towards my side.
Roll for priority. It's the fail. I shuffled my cards and got my force back.
I shuffled Vader back in.
My next activation, I'll get Angry Man himself. Seeing that Vader is on the priority objective, there's not a whole lot we can do against him. We're going to flip from wounded to injured. We're going to remove the strain. We're going to take an advance. We just want to get to the other side of him. And we're going to make an attack on him. Savage does have a disarmed. And he gets 7 dice. So fail, 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 for a total of 2 hits.
Well, when I healed the sergeant earlier, I forgot he hadn't exposed and strained. So I just healed the damage. So I get 5. One fail, well, 4 fails and a block.
So you block 1?
Yep.
And I'll do 2 damage. Next, I'm going to pay 2 force for Furious Rush. And since he is injured, he gets an advance. So we're going to go ahead and advance him. That's where he's right by the point. Move on to scoring. With that, I now control the block and the expertise. So I'll move it 2 to my side, which puts it in the center, which is a
momentum party. Roll for priority. It's the failed. I'll draw my next card and I'll get Vader.
What a surprise.
Yeah, I didn't know he was there.
Wow. It's like the first time you got in this game.
I know, right? At the start of Vader's turn, we're going to go ahead and heal the 1 damage off him. And we'll refresh a force. Then we'll use the force. Furious Rush. Dash him here.
I think it's called Anger, Hate, Aggression.
Or yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was talking.
He's not Savage.
I got Savage in my head now.
Get nightmares,
And I'll kick the camera, you know. And we're going to go ahead and climb up here. And then we'll have to do a ranged attack on the Night Sister, try to shove her out. Alright, Vader gets 5, and then 3 for the Anger, Hate, and Aggression. So he gets 8. 2 fails. 3 expertise. 2 hits and a crit.
Night Sisters get 5 for ranged. 4 fails and an expertise, I guess.
3 expertise is a crit and a damage.
I get a block.
So you're blocking 1.
3 on the
3
tree.
on the tree. Alright, 3 on Vader's tree. We're going to do a shove and 2 damage. We'll follow just until we hit here. Then a pinned and a damage. And then another shove and a damage. Only go like to here. And we'll stay there. And we'll take that point. So at the end of that, I'll have the priority objective, which was the failed, and the block objective. So move it 3 towards my side, putting the 3 on my side.
Roll for priority. It's the expertise.
Vader went back into my deck because he didn't wound anybody.
For my next activation, I'll get Ventress. With Ventress, not a whole lot we're going to do with her right now, so we're just going to take a simple move action. And then we will pay a force to force jump. And then we will take cover. With that, we will go right here. And that will be her turn. At the end of that, I'll control the fail and the expertise. Expertise was the priority. Move it 3 towards my side, put it in the center, so we can have a
momentum party. Roll for priority. It's the expertise. We're gonna go ahead and get Vader. Well, at this point, I can't get Savage out of that expertise. He has protection and steadfast, so I can't get him out. And I'm gonna just take an advance. We're gonna try to wound the Night Sisters, at least get a momentum. I'm only gonna get 1 point this turn, so see what happens. Vader gets 7 on his form 5 Shen side. 2 fails, 4 expertise, and a crit.
They get 4. I will just roll all fails and 1 block.
4 expertise is 2 crits.
I'll block nothing out. How's that sound?
Okay. Doing a shove and 2 damage, a pinned and a damage, and a shove and another damage. Just gonna shove her here. He's gonna stay. And then we'll shove her again. And try not to knock everything over. That'll wound him. With Luminar's Flow of the Force, Rex is gonna dash.
With Mother, she's going to make a slight dash. Still be in range of that. And then make a 5 dice attack on Vader. With 5 dice, we're going to roll 1 fail, 1 crit, and 3 hits.
Vader gets 6. That's a lot of fails.
Join the club.
3 fails. Oh, you only had 1. Block and 2 expertise. 2 expertise is 2 blocks and a heal.
So we do 1 on the tree, which is a shove and 2 damage. And that shove is just gonna
Butt me up against.
He's already against it, so just gonna butt him up more against it.
So then I'll heal 1 of those damages, so I'll be at 1.
Yep.
At the end of that, I'll have the block objective. Put it 1 to my side, and then get a momentum for wounding the Night Sisters.
Roll for priority. It's the expertise. My next activation, I'll get the Night Sisters. The Night Sisters, they'll flip from wounded to injured, remove the pin they have. They'll start by taking an advance. Since they are engaged, they have to dash. And you'll pay 2 force.
Well, I suppose you're within 2 there if you want to just be there.
Am I within 2 there? Oh yeah, I am. I don't need to pay the 2 force then. And I can't do that. I guess
she gets to move too, so she's not engaged, so she can do a full advance.
Yeah. She's gonna... Oh, she can only get to here. Vader says, nope, can't go any further. So they'll just take an attack, I guess. That's about all they can do. For the first attack, it's going to be the sister by the stormtroopers. 2 fails and 3 hits.
We get 6 on this form 5 Shen side. Fail. 4 blocks and an expertise. Expertise is a block and a heal.
I'm glad I could help you.
Thanks. Go ahead and heal that 1 damage off of him.
For the next attack, let's hope we can do something. 2 fails, 2 hits, 1 expertise.
6 again. 2 fails, 2 blocks, 2 expertise.
Copycat.
Yep.
I get 1 hit.
2 expertise is 2 blocks and a heal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get 1 hit and a damage.
I get 2 blocks and a heal. So 1 damage, I'll just go ahead and heal that damage.
That's fair. I'm glad I could help you. So we have all the points. We'll move it 4 to my side,
Yeah.
putting it to 3 on my side.
Roll for priority. So failed. No way I can get that one. Well, Team Tau fans, we're in a pretty rough spot here. All we got left is Rex, and I don't think he can take any points, so it's going to be rough.
Just like George Michael said, you gotta have faith.
I have no faith. I find my lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah, you should.
All right, with Rex, he can't take any of the points. Can't take the expertise. He only gets 2 shoves on his tree. He has Savage has protection and steadfast. 1 shove isn't going to get him out of there. I can't get anybody else in there, so I won't be taking any of the points. So all I'll do is get a momentum, and then when he activates, he'll get 4 points without even doing anything. So Delta will win the game. Delta winning the game means he won the season. So next game will just be a fun game, I guess.
Look forward to seeing what lists we have going on.